this moving. It's Young People Nation.
Welcome to Young People Nation. Listen to us weekly as we commit to bring transparency, healing, and truth to the everyday situations in life that might bring you down. Join us for your weekly dose of inspiration. Thank you for listening to Young People Nation. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And now, here's your host, Eugene and Donna Perry.
Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Giving the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross.
Okay, well, welcome to session 2 with the Perrys and Young People Nation. Good day, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're listening.
What's up?
Okay. So, we, of course, always like to give a shout out. Thanks to God, thanks to our community, thanks to our friends, family, loved ones. Thank you so much for your support. Again, we could never have made it this far without your help. Thank you. Thank you so much. We are forever grateful to God, because when we was first given this assignment, we was like, you didn't know how to unpack it and what to do with it. But believe me, people, if God gives you something to do, he's going to give you the resources and the sources to get it done. So go forth and do what he's telling you to do, because you never know what life you are affecting by being obedient. Okay? So it's me and Mr. Perry again, and we talk a lot about marriage and our befores, because we'll be year 41 June of this year.
All right. Let's do it.
So we've had some trials, tribulations. It's been some tough areas.
Yep.
It
lots
hasn't
of
been,
fun.
Yeah, but we've had our situations, and so we have to let the audience know that everything has not been smooth for 41 years. It has not, and so it has taken. God has taken 2 people who said, "Okay, I'm in it to win it," and willing to make the necessary adjustments. Correct?
Yep.
Okay, so we talked about in the first session about setting the standards in the beginning. The beginning meaning even before you say "I do." Okay, you should have a set of standards for your own personal life and be honest with yourself, like how you end it. Be honest, be truthful. So now we're in it, okay? And we had friends along the way.
Yes.
And so as you're acclimating this new relationship that you're in, okay, our journey started in 1984.
Wow. That was a good year.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you, do you still have any friends from that time period?
Yes, I do.
Now, shout out to Marshall, okay? Because Marshall is the one that says, "Sis, this guy really likes you. He is not married," okay? So shout out to Marshall, okay? Thank you, Marshall. He's one of your friends that's still present.
Yes.
Okay? Yes. And so I had friends, but as I got connected with you.
Yep, they kind of fell to the wayside.
Yeah, they kind of was like, because I chose to be with you instead of going out partying with my girls and stuff at that time.
Right.
And one, I was hurt by, because I was really shocked that she would take that method to have us apart from each other. But, okay, I got wisdom from my mom and stuff. And so that was that. However, I have people that I know, we still communicate via social media because we're in different states now.
Right.
However, they kind of dropped off a little bit. Some of them that wasn't in it.
Well, yours did. Mine, when they got out of the military, they came to the same place I did. So
but not all of them that you used to hang with now.
No, some of them they went how you say it, deployed themselves out of the state, and it's a good thing too, because we need to be separated.
Okay. So it's kind of I want to say it's a good thing to recognize people have seasons in your life. Sometimes some people are lifers. Marshall is one of them for you, and And so some people they're there for the long haul. Some people are there for the short. Because I had fun now.
Oh yeah,
with the people I was with. I wouldn't have hung with them. It was every weekend.
Right. But you can go through a lot of mental stress with that too, because to keep that friendship, you actually become someone different when you're away from your wife, and in that you have to juggle the person that you was versus the person that you are to be when you're with your wife and all. Because certain things you wouldn't do, vice versa with the other one and all. And in that you have to keep the respect because the marriage is sacred. And you had to keep those things on an even scale.
Well, if you're not careful, first of all, and I listen to our daughters a lot, that they say, well, you know, if they have a married friend, now I'm not gonna have you doing something that's going to compromise your relationship with your spouse. So there's certain things I'm not even gonna ask you to do because that would not benefit your marriage. Okay. So when you start seeing someone wanting you to stay like you were single, you got to reassess that relationship.
Well, those are those boundaries that you shouldn't cross. You can always get up and say, well, I got to be home, and go home. Straight home.
But if you're trying to get me to do something, look at something, do things that does not coincide with me as a married person,
right? Then
I have to reassess why am I even hanging around you? You understand what's going on there? Because marriage, like you said, is sacred. There's things that if your spouse is standing there, you're not going to do that.
Well, it's called temptation. You know, temptation
always present.
Always. Yeah. Perfect example of that. We went to a place and the guy said to the bartender, "Where is trouble at?"
Oh, you talking about that comedian?
Yeah, and the guy said, "Trouble is over there near the pool table, but get me a seat close to trouble as I can sit without getting in it." And those type of adventures and all will always lead to the downside. By you sitting so close to trouble, you'll probably wind up on the 6 o'clock news sitting there. And just the image of you being there, you already guilty.
You know, I want to say, and I didn't have, once we got married, I really didn't have people in my life that was trying to get me to still go out and things of that nature. Because again, my mother really mentored me a lot. Okay, you're married. There's things, there are do's and don'ts, and you can't do that. You know, certain things you just cannot do. Okay, that's over.
Well, with men, it's a little different because a lot of those incidents will happen at work. They put you in compromising situation at your job. In many cases,
you're speaking from experience.
Yeah. Because I was in the military, they took bets that they can make me fall from the tree and come back to the joyful life of sinning. And it was a lot of fun out there with the sinning part. Because if it wasn't fun, you wouldn't do it.
That's right.
And but to say no, and you had to walk away. And like our daughters, they didn't go to the sock hop. They wanted to go, but they knew that wasn't a lifestyle that they need to be exposed to. And it was hard. It was hard.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna tell you it's on both ends because like when you would go away, the enemy know what I like. He know what's attracted to these eyeballs because I can still see.
Right.
Okay. So at the end of the day, there's a presentation, there's a temptation.
Right.
Okay. And so for me, I know. So for myself, disconnect. Yeah. You understand? No conversation.
Right.
No nothing. Because we're dying to this flesh every day. Okay. We're not dead.
Yeah.
So you can see You see something attractive, it's attractive.
Yeah.
You understand? And so, but at the end of the day, we have choices to make. That we are choice driven. That's how God has designed us. We're choice driven.
Well, you gotta let Christ lead you and be the center of your very foundation. I think I told you one time I was walking along and this young lady came out there and nice dress and everything. And I closed my eyes and I tripped over the curbstone like the broke my leg. I fell on the cement. And I had to come to the part. You had to be comfortable in whatever atmosphere you are because you know who you are. And the mental stress from that, whew, man, I tell you, it was tremendous. You know, that concrete hurt too.
But that goes back to what I said. You can see, I mean, it's for you if you keep staring and then you go into a thought pattern. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we can see there are people that are attracted to the eyes. Let's not be tripping over the sidewalk and closing your eyes. You know, sometimes you may have to run now and get out, okay?
Run fast.
That's right. And so, you know, one thing I recognized with us after we gave our life to Jesus Christ, you know, the drinking stopped, all that that was going on stopped. And so the smoke got even clearer because people stopped coming around.
Oh, yeah, they separate real quick.
And so when that atmosphere changed, it gave space for us to really get to know each other, you know, and to learn one another and to be more present with one another. Because for you at the time, you was going to the field a lot in the military. You went to the field quite a bit. And so it changed our dynamics of friendship. We even ended up having new people in our life, correct?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so...
quality people.
Yes. And that's what you want in your life. You want people that's going to hold you accountable, but however, yet they're teaching you some things. And we learn things from people that was a lot younger than us sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got to learn one another. And in learning one another, you are able to pass that on to others. And once you pass it on to others, the very image that you are projecting, they're start to project it too, especially if it's positive. And the mental aspect of it is you'll be able to sleep at night.
Yeah, that one right there.
You ain't got to be concerned about someone showing up or somebody said you did this or you was displaced or see your image on the news. Where you was at, what you shouldn't have been at, and it's a good thing.
And one thing about just life, period. It's going to end up being exposed eventually, you know. So, you know, God see everything. So that'd be my thing. It doesn't matter about others. It's truly who God is, and so. At the end of the day, and like you said, you're able to sleep at night. You know, you're not struggling with, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that, you know, or this or that and the third. And so, therefore, I am grateful for God keeping me. I'm gonna tell you, I am so grateful because, like you said, temptation be there now.
Yeah. But now I'm gonna tell you that funny day that happened. I was taking my shirt off. And my ring got caught on my shirt and came off my finger right in the bedroom where we was at. And if I lost that ring off my finger anywhere else, I could never been able to explain it or live up to it, and you would look at me a certain way. But because you was sitting right in the bedroom that we were together, and that ring came off my finger in the bedroom. And I still ain't found that ring yet. It's been
but can I say this right here? Your character speaks volume of you. Okay, so we never found that ring. Okay,
nope.
And so at the end of the day, you we don't know where it's at. You've never given me a reason. Now, in the beginning, I'm gonna be transparent. I was like, ain't nobody that right there. Nah, because soldier life, when I met you, you would have a man that had a family at Fort Bragg and a family in Germany.
Yeah.
They would do that. And so that was my vision sometime of a military man.
Mhm.
However, along the way, you have proven yourself to be trustworthy. And so therefore, with you telling me you lost it or you didn't, okay, well, what's our thing? You go get another one.
Yeah, if it don't fit, you must have quit. No, but go get another ring. Yeah, we ain't got no ring and all that.
No, and we don't subscribe to that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
No,
right.
to what that means. Okay. No, I'm all about meaning. So no, we don't subscribe to that audience. Okay.
Yeah, if I came on without that ring, woo, Lord Jesus.
Well, but at the end of the day, unless you gave me a reason
Yeah.
for me to not trust you, then that would have been a conversation.
Oh yeah, it
that would have been a
serious
conversation.
Yeah.
But what I've learned along the way is that one thing with you, if you're going to do something, you're going to do it.
Mhm.
You understand? And you know that about me. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I would tell you, you would tell me. I believe that's why we get along so great, because
Yeah.
we're very black and white about things.
Yep. And if you were somewhere, I'll always show up. So
And let me
Right
tell
there.
y'all something, audience. I call him Nightwalker because sometimes he'll show up. We're in the same house, and he just walk up and quiet. But I'm gonna tell you something. I fear God above all. Okay, what I fear Him.
Yeah.
Okay, and so therefore, when it comes to you and I, you understand, we have developed a great friendship.
Yeah.
We're able to laugh, relax,
Mhm.
and
play.
and so we're still unpacking.
Lots of play.
We're still unpacking. Lord help them. We're still unpacking a lot in our journey, and we encourage the audience to not give up. If you have two people that are saying, "I want this to work,"
Mhm.
do the work.
Yes.
You got to do the work. As one of the counselor, Tiffany Hodge, said, do the work, do the work, do the work, do the work, okay? And that means stop doing the blame game, do a self-assessment and accountability. But you got to do the individual work. What is it that I'm doing that causes this to happen in this union that I've called a marriage?
Well, you got to make yourself mentally worthy of the person that you say I do to. And the mental aspect of that is respect. And once you pass that along to each other, and if I had my last piece of pork chop, I would give it to you and not eat it myself. And I'll be satisfied with that, because I couldn't do enough for you. That's my attitude. And once you got that attitude of doing something for the one you love, the mental aspect of that will come with it. And it become easy. You think about them and do for them before you do yourself. Because if you are selfish in a relationship, it will always end bitter. Always.
And I feel the same about you. So there's an exchange here.
Right.
You better work yourself up on another situation there, bro. I heard you.
Hey, I'm working hard. look at that sweat.
Well, we're grateful, and we just want the audience to know we have worked, and we're still working.
Yes.
It doesn't stop. So just hang in there if you got two people that want to work this marriage to work, and it be such a love like how my husband just stated. All right. Well, we like to give out some mental health hotlines, because again, we never know who's listening. There's the 988 hotline. There's a text 741 that's free 24/7 service. Text 741-741, excuse me, that's free 24/7. There's the NAMI, that's the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and you can go to their website and click on the state that you live in to receive the necessary help. There's a text or call, 211. That's a general community resource number, and that is 24/7. That is a 211 number. And again, we always stress, do not suffer in silence. God loves you, and he wants you to live and enjoy the abundant life. And if you need help, please, there's a National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That number is 800-273-8255. And again, do not suffer in silence. There's the 911 number, and we want you to live. Okay? Mr. Perry.
In marriage, there's fun. In marriage, there's seriousness. In marriage, there's joy. All those things you can have if you be honest with one another. This has been Young People Nation, and remember, there's always hope.
Yeah, y'all know what time it is. Yeah, it's Young People Nation. It's Young People Nation. It's Young People Nation. Yeah, young. Let's go. Christ is the foundation. Know his word gon' lead us. Know I'm already going. Taking steps I believe in. Giving guidance to the youth. Giving guidance to the lost. Give the world to the project. Lead them back to the cross. He the #1 prospect. He the top boss. I was broke, I was empty. He the one that paid the cost. Really thought that I was cool. There was nothing like the Savior. Now it's time for the truth. The whole world been waiting. It's Young People Nation. 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 The whole world been waiting. Whatever you going through, I know what he gonna do. Don't matter the circumstance, we going back to the root. Keep going, keep going. Let that seed keep growing. You need peace and we know it. Now it's time to live holy. Young People Nation. You know what time it is. Young People Nation. Get ready, the time is here. Get ready, we vibing here. We about to let God in here. Young People Nation. It's Young People Nation. Yeah, do it for the heavens, you know where we going. Influenced by his love, you know we gotta show it. It's time to put the youth onto what God is doing. Cause I can tell you now, right now, that God is moving. It's Young People Nation.